I remember the one that was most excruciating was, I believe it was All Hell Breaks Loose Part 2, when or Dean gets thrown into Tombstone, and then Yellow-Eyed Demon is like walking up to him and then pull the gun and shoot and it was that scene. But when I threw myself into the Tombstone, it kind of padded the Tombstone, so they made it, I mean, it looks like this, but it was like kind of rubberized, so that I could throw myself into it. The problem was the base was solid stone, and I threw myself back into it. And it's always weird when someone's not pushing you to launch yourself. So I threw myself back into it, and my funny bone caught the edge, and my entire arm went like, not like, oh, that, you know, that tingle went completely dead. And this was during the scene, and then Fred Lane walks up and we have the, you know, the dialogue, and the whole time I could feel my hand, it felt like my hand was on fire. The nerves had just been shocked so hard. And to this day, I still have sensitivity in that elbow. So I don't know what it did, but I never got it checked out. Appreciating, and we got through the scene. I mean, I was just like, well, I'm just gonna keep going, because otherwise I'm gonna start crying.
And health.
Yeah?
For health?
I mean, I knew that was gonna be painful. That sucked.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, boys. I've had a question. Hello, men. It's great to see you.
Hello.
Okay, so Supernatural is gritty and horror-filled, and people are dying everywhere, and I just wondered how you felt the fact that it pulls in such a big female audience when it should feel like it's like men everywhere. Testosterone.
Hey, you got, you know,
Hey guys,
some handsome men out there.
That's right.
Yes. Representing.
The last convention, I only saw 2 guys. So
It was Jared and Jensen.
how do you think you could turn?
I don't know why you don't see more guys, because I mean, the women to men ratio here is fantastic.
How do you think you would be able, or recommend that the show could turn that much manlier, or bring in a bigger...
Naked chicks.
Yeah,
The which, yeah, we all always burn them a lot.
What can we do to bring in more of a male audience? Is that what you're saying? Well, yeah, I mean, hot chicks. Unfortunately, we tried that and it made all of you mad. Get those sluts away from our boys. God, this show's just turned into a slutsville. We don't want that.
Thanks. I'm gonna go over here before we go further.
Hi. Hi. I think that you've said before that...
I think.
Sorry. That you said before that you guys have ad-libbed things, and eventually they've been sort of written into the script. So it's sort of like Jared and Jensen saying things, but Sam and Dean end up saying them.
Sure.
I want to know what you've ad-libbed into the script, and that's been used over and over and over time. The writers just keep writing them in.
Oh, I think... How dare you? Yeah, probably son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Even stuff, I've said that before, I've been even on a smaller level where just kind of modifiers, saying, like, if the line said,
Is there a writer in the audience?
Dean, we gotta go, that girl is in trouble. Then instead of me saying, Dean, we gotta go, that girl's in trouble, I'd say, Dean, we gotta go, you know, the girl's in trouble, you know, you add, you knows, I means, which isn't a whole lot. We've done other things, like add certain isms to scenes, like One Good or Bad Sign, to go back to it, where you punch me after I come to, because I've been kind of whipping his butt. What are some of the other ones? There's some.
Well, yeah, see, not necessarily specific dialogue, but I know like the eating thing. Like that was something that it was I forget what episode it was, but it was the little cocktail wieners.
Oh.
It's a nightmare. Where we show up as priests. And she put put it out, and I asked the props person, I'm like, are these like disgustingly old? She's like, no, yeah, they're. And so I just remember the scene, I was like, and the writers were like, of course Dean eats everything that he eats. So then it was like every time they could shove food in my mouth. So that was something that was, wasn't necessarily scripted, but turned out to be a happy accident, as they say.
And another thing, one of the reasons why Sam always eats salads is because in eating scenes, I don't like eating on camera because you just do it over and over again and you're like, I hate this. So I just always have to get this salad from Cactus Cafe. It's like this whole Bandera salad. It's chicken and dates and little stick thing, oriental noodles.
You know them stick things.
They're in like Chinese chicken salads, the little sticks.
Is he anywhere in the ballpark? Rice noodles. No, I don't think they're rice noodles.
You say rice noodles.
They're those stick things.
But eating, so I would always say, you know what, just get a salad. I'm probably not going to eat during the scene anyways, I talk too much. So now it became out like Sam eats like bird and Sam eats salad. Kind of because Jared didn't want to eat during the scene. I'd rather do all my dialogue. Inevitably, you take a bite and you're like, no, I'm supposed to say my line, you put your mouth. So I just never done it. But just little things like that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I have a question. What kind of shows do you guys like to watch? Do you guys like to watch like any reality shows, like anything weird like that?
I'm proud to say that I have never seen Jersey Shore.
Good.
Me that I know who Snooki is.
But do you guys like have any like shows you like to watch? Like I think someone yesterday mentioned said they like to watch The Bachelor. Was their guilty pleasure show?
I love Top Chef, and this season was amazing. And it took place in Texas. It took place in like San Antonio, Austin. It was amazing. And San Antonio, Austin, and Vancouver. Jen looked at me and was like, these are the 3 places where you've lived your life. And now Top Chef lives in San Antonio, Austin. I like Top Chef. I like stupid stuff like Storage Wars and Pasta.
Yeah, I think I watch a lot of that. I mean, in our trailers, we have just TV we have on. And if the news isn't on, then I'll turn it to one of those like Discovery Channel or Animal Planet or Food Network or whatever it is. I would say that the only kind of like prime time reality show that I've ever tuned in for is The Biggest Loser. And that's because my girl hosts it. And I also think it's cool because it's like changing their lives for the better. It's like a good, it's not like The Bachelor where it's like a catty like, yeah, he said, she said game.
Yeah.
It's like these people are like changing their lives for the better. So I don't know, I think that's cool. So I catch that. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Hi.
Hi, this question is for Jensen. No, I'm kidding. It's for both of you. I'm one of those con rookies, and I was wondering what your first con experience was like when you guys were guests.
My first con experience was, sorry, I tricked you. My first con experience was, I did in LA, season 1, season 1, I took part in a convention, and it was kind of like an everything convention. And I remember I got on stage and was like, I don't know what to say. I didn't even know if anybody watched the show at the time. I'd been in Vancouver for 9 months, and we didn't really have the kind of following and understanding we do now. And I want to say like the 3 people in the audience knew who I was. I was like, when did you get off of Gilmore Girls? Were you there? No way. Were y'all both there? Jeez, that's amazing.
And they had no idea who you were.
So I remember also, and then the guy who played Jango Fett in Star Wars, I was backstage and you sign, like if you don't, you have to sign 100 autographs or whatever it is. And so I started signing my autograph, and the guy who played Jango Fett is like, you should write all the letters out. Your hand's gonna start getting tired. And the movie stuff with me, I don't know why. But he was like, I still do. I still basically buy it all. My signature's my signature, and it has been for a long time. But his was what his name was, but it was like S line, J line, you know. So he was like, look, you do this, and it's really fast. He was going through his signatures, and I was like, man, how are you doing something? But that was my experience.
What?
That was my first. What was your first con experience?
My first one was in England.
Who was there for that one?
Anybody there? Yeah. And that was, aside from the flying fan that attacked me, pretty normal. No, it was cool because it was kind of a mixed crowd as far as the guests. There was several shows that were being represented, and I was quite shocked at the reception that Supernatural got at that. I thought it was going to be more about, I think we had Smallville, and what other shows were there? It was mainly Smallville, so I thought they'd obviously been on for 5 years. I'm like, oh, they're not going to care at all about me. They're going to ask me about my time on Smallville. They're not going to care about Supernatural. And I was pleasantly mistaken because they seemed to be more. It was like a huge Supernatural crowd. It was kind of awesome. So.